Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here and welcome back to our newest Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be having ourselves a match against Shamuli. Now, looking at his team, that is a huge threatening team, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know what to expect, but looking at his team, he's got speed and he's got power. He's got that offense, and I am frightened by that team, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna lead with Rotom. Surprisingly enough, his team is incredibly weak to the likes of Scarf Rotom, which is probably the most standard on this kind of form of Rotom. But the thing is, I'm really glad that I decided to put Scarf on it, because I need a Pokemon that's got some decent speed in order to speed, stuff like that. So I'm gonna outspeed it, get some prior damage, gonna switch out to Marowak. He does go for the Sword Dance, which is a huge problem. And depending on whether or not he's gonna switch out to Crobat, that could be it. But then again, I could go for the Double Edge, and he's not gonna appreciate that. He switches out to Scizor, maybe expecting something like that to happen, expecting the ground immunity to strike in. As I do go for the Bonomarink, I didn't want to put up the rocks. I feel like it's probably better to just play it offensive when I still have the time. And ladies and gentlemen, that did so much damage. I couldn't believe it. That was without a doubt a choice banded Scizor, which just frightens me even more. If I didn't survive that, he could possibly even get a Swip. I mean, Evilite, Combusken would probably be my second best option to switch after that, but that's as far as it goes, which is sad on its own. Anyways, Marowak is going to be taking down an incredible thing. He dishes out so much damage. That Scizor could possibly be EVs in speed and attack, because it can remind me of the 4th duration. I mean, choice banded Scizor is something you don't tend to see all that often nowadays. You just tend to see the mega variants. But anyways, I do just decide to stay in against the Greninja to scout if he's either special or physical, but he does reveal he is special. After that, I go for the Rotom. I do go for the Volt Switch, as he defathers his Scolipede. Excellent move on my opponent's behalf, as now he can switch out to something more appropriate, seeing what kind of switch I will do. Making it scout bait means that there was no blind switches involved for him, while I was the one making the blind switch in a way, because this way he can switch in accordingly. So I'm gonna go for the Analytics Psychic, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a Salt Vest Beheeyem. The thing I really wanted to use for a while now, but I want to see how well it can perform. This is Life Orb Raikou. I took that incredibly well, considering that I'm EV spread in HP and special attack. I believe I have barely anything on special defense. I believe I have 0 on special defense, which is sort of weird. But I should probably put like 4 onto those just to get some additional bonus to my bulk. But I managed to take him out one-on-one. Incredible. I was kind of surprised he was trying to Calm Mind against a Beheeyem, because if Beheeyem was running the most standard Calm Mind recover set, I would pretty much, pretty much won in that certain scenario. But Infernape did come in. Infernape did go for the U-turn. He took me out. I was kind of thinking he's probably choice banded. I'm not seeing Life Orb or anything like that, but it's fine. The Crobat comes in next. I switch out accordingly to my Dewgong. He was expecting maybe Ice Beam from me, depending. I mean, I'm pretty sure that most people don't tend to face Dewgong. Dewgong is one of the most overlooked Pokemon out there when it comes down to water. But I'm just gonna go for the Surf. Also, Rain Dance. Grass Knot, I took it decently well. I mean, I took it, well, considering that is still a Greninja, and he does gain the stab because of protein. He's gonna make a misplay right here. He's gonna go for the U-turn. Base lack of knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when people face something that they don't face it all that often, so they tend to forget their abilities. I have hydration on this Dewgong, which means that if I manage to go for the rest, I'm pretty much gonna regain all my lost HP that happened, and I'm just gonna woke up, because under rain, the rest, you cannot get status. So we managed to make a semi-successful pool of recovery right there, which is incredible. He's gonna go for the U-turn, switch out back to Greninja. Surprisingly enough, I was just going for the Surf. Brain boosted, ladies and gentlemen. Greninja survives. Why is this? Why is this thing always surviving? I mean, that is supposed to be frail, but for some reason, he manages to always survive with low to no HP against me. So I'm gonna go for the rest. He makes a misplay here. He was expecting me to switch out, which was... The thing about this move is that I was expecting him to attack me, so I wanted to rest, because I know for a fact I could probably take the Grass Knot, the amount of HP I was at. But I was thinking that hydration is still gonna kick in, but unfortunately that was not the case. Now, being that I was asleep, I was pretty much fodder at that point because of my misplay right there. Infernape is gonna take me down with a close combat, but he's gonna be lowering his defenses. And being that I'm pretty sure he's banded, I'm just gonna switch out to Rotom. I mean, if he's Scarf, he's gonna outspeed me, and he could have just taken me out right there and then. I'm also, I believe, modest nature if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I could be timid nature. I'm not gonna say it, but I believe that yeah, the Volt Switch again, take him out. He's gonna switch out to Crobat after I switch out to Combusken. He does try to go for the Brave Bird. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with +1 I cannot outspeed, so I'm gonna need to go for the +2. There's a 50-50 chance. I know what you guys thinking right now. Well, you know, double protecting isn't really the most fun thing to do, but honestly, I had to do it. It was part of the strategy. If I go for the double protect, I can get +2, I can outspeed it, and everything can be well worth the investment of time. You know, it's not like I'm trying to avoid the unavoidable. You know, I'm not trying to like get myself some lefties when I know I'm still gonna get OHKO'd. You know, I'm not trying to do something like that. So there was a reasoning behind that double protect right there. Anyways, he was surprisingly trying to hypnosis me on my sub, which is great because that's gonna allow me to make 2 moves. And luckily we didn't manage to miss the Fire Blast. That's pretty great. Getting that additional power means that Crobat is gonna be 2-shotted. Really shows, you know, sometimes that accuracy can screw you over, but sometimes you need that extra juice. You just need it to get some solid 2 hits onto the opponent's Pokemon. So Infernape is gonna come in. He's gonna go for Earthquake. Being that Bandit, again, I'm thinking he could possibly be Choice Scarf. You know, possibly late game Choice Scarf could still be a thing. It's not like I was putting up the Stealth Rocks. I was not in a position. His team is really pressuring. It's really hard to put up the rocks with any use when you have, you know, true offensive threats. But he's gonna take me out. I was just trying to go for the Fire Blast just to see how much damage I can do, possibly even break his Sash. I still have 1 more Pokemon at my disposal to switch out to. Why wouldn't I play it safe? It's gonna go for Earthquake, which means that he is without a doubt Choice Bandit. Again, I did outspeed, and I was surprised that he decided to lock himself into this. But then again, Rotom normally outspeeding the T-Bolt would probably been enough, and that's gonna be the game. So Bellossom get that late game kill, and that was it. So great game, Shamuli. Had a blast. It was a really fun match. Looking at your team, I mean, there was one point that I didn't mention, but I was trying to rain dance that one time when he was trying to U-turn, and originally I didn't want to hydration. It's just that I originally wanted you to kill me off at that point, because I had Thunder on my Rotom and I was trying to spam it all around the place, but it didn't come down to that. So yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you have enjoyed this fun match we had going here. You know, you can go check him out. The link in the description. And I believe this was also for his 50 subscriber special. So congrats on that. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I did. Be sure to give a like if you did. Thank you very much, guys, for continued support. And until next time, take care. Peace.